Hello, my friends. I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about a topic that has been pretty heavy in the collective recently, certainly in my field. But if you've attended any of my sessions, really anytime over the last couple of years, you've probably heard us talk about authenticity. Those of us who are on the awakening path right now are really, really being called, and in some ways pushed, to step into our authentic selves. And sometimes that's confusing because we don't exactly know how to get there. We can't exactly find that authentic truth because it's buried underneath a whole lot of other stuff. And so, moving ourselves in that direction can be really tricky. Sometimes we don't know where we're going. Sometimes we know where we need to go, but it feels too overwhelming to get there. It feels uncomfortable, and it means stepping into a space of vulnerability. And we know how that feels. So, a lot of the times it's easier to just stay in our comfort zone. And in that comfort zone, we're really missing out on our full potential because we're ignoring a piece of our soul that is asking to be heard. And so the reason that I'm bringing this up, as I mentioned, is because it's really in the collective right now, and so many people are going through this process, myself included. Which leads to the second reason, B. I wanted to talk a little bit about the trajectory of my work. And as most of you know, if you're watching this video, you've probably done work with me before. I've been facilitating CAP, Kundalini activation process, for the last 5 years, and it's been a beautiful path. When I found this work, it was life-changing for me. It opened me up to seeing some things about myself, both some stuff that really needed to be excavated, but also the gifts that I didn't know were there. So it opened up a doorway. But in the vein of really speaking authentically, I will say that somewhere over the course of the last, I'm going to say 3 to 4 years, I also knew that there was more for me, that CAP was not giving me everything I personally needed, even though I was facilitating it and watching what it was bringing to other people. And that has been absolutely beautiful. It's been a true gift to watch what unfolds. But in my own pursuit, of my own spiritual growth, I have started doing work, and this was about 4 years ago, with one of my main mentors, Asil Toksal. Most of you, if you know me, have heard me talk about him. He's a channel for the Elohim. The Elohim, for those of you who don't know, is a collective of creator consciousness. And that work has been incredibly empowering for me. It's opened up the layers and levels of self that I was having trouble getting to. And I facilitate that energy as well. Very powerful energy. Now, of course, being a facilitator and a conduit of energy, the CAP energies are running. And when I'm doing sessions, that's been the main impetus of the work. But these creative consciousness energies have become such an integral part of my energetic system that it's really been impossible to tease the two apart. Although I do the transmissions, leaving the Kundalini piece out when I'm not doing CAP. And so there's been a learning curve in this for me. But really, the reason that I am bringing this up and how it ties into the authenticity is that I would say about a year to 2 years ago, it's been slowly building. I've become aware that I really needed to remove myself from underneath the CAP umbrella for the simple reason that what I have been transmitting is not purely the CAP energy. There's all this other powerful creator, consciousness, angel, archangelic energies in there. And people notice it, they feel it. I've been told so many times that my transmission is different than the other CAP facilitators. And of course, I know why. But it's been hard. it's been hard to leave the safety of the CAP umbrella. CAP has been building momentum. There's a brand, and I have a business that's been rolling under CAP, and it's been beautiful. I really had no complaints about it. It's been a beautiful unfolding. But that piece inside of me, that authentic truth, has been nudging, just giving me a little knock here, tap there. And it's a step I know and have known that I needed to take, but it's been a difficult trajectory. Over the last 6 months, a number of things have been shifting, and we know that the energies are getting really big and really powerful right now. And there have been a lot of things that have been saying to me, kind of whispering, it's time, it's time, it's time. And I know, I'm saying, I know, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. And so I've been setting a foundation to figure out how I want to rebrand and move myself into, I'm not even going to say new direction, because my transmissions will remain the same. The energy I transmit is my energy. It's an amalgamation of all the studies I've done, the initiations I've been through, the people that I've mentored with, which includes CAP. It includes my work with the Asil and the Elohim and the Archangel energies. It includes all the Shaktipat I've received from other mentors. So that the energy transmission will remain the same. But I have to extricate myself from calling it CAP. Now, if you are connected to the CAP community, you know that there is some shifting in that community as well. And I don't have any comment on that because I'm not deeply involved in the minutia and the details of all that is shifted there. But I know that there's a lot of changes happening in that community. And so, again, in that vein of authenticity, I felt it was really important to come on and talk a little bit about why I'm shifting gears, and to make it clear that it has nothing to do with what's changing in the CAP community in general. I'm really just trying to follow my own authentic truth and my own authentic path as it's unfolding in front of me. And in doing so, to encourage you to do the same. We are on the precipice of a new space and time. And it's getting really clear, like the universe is screaming that we all have to move into the space of authenticity, whatever that means, and at any cost, even if it means being vulnerable, saying something that feels a little uncomfortable, wondering what people are going to think. Ultimately, the universe has got your back. And this I know to be an emphatic truth. So I look forward to continuing with you on this journey, continuing this evolution of self, of consciousness, this awakening path. And it's a gift. And I'm happy to be on this journey with you. So I look forward to seeing you soon.